Alright, so this tutorial we're here to talk about how to edit pages or existing posts. At this stage I will show you how to do it in a page. It's quite similar to doing it on a post. So at first just select the page you want to edit. At this stage we'll use the A codes. So press and edit. Just wait for that to load in. Alright, so it will take you to the page. At this stage, it basically contains our containers, where containers contains columns, and within those columns there contains elements. So elements are basically elements such as images, text box, and titles, or even code blocks as well for the page to see. Basically, a column is just spaces or things that structures the whole website. They're very important as well. While containers just creates a separate box from a different element. Let's say separates from the top to the bottom headers. But yeah, at this stage I'll show you how to edit these ones. Very simple and basic stuff to edit a page when you need to create or add new informations is by editing text box. So text box are the main thing that holds all those text image or text box within the pages. So if you need to edit the pen icon or it says element 6, it'll take you to this thing here. So this is basically a very simple thing. It's quite similar to a Word document where you can create or write stuff and edit them. So if you need to restructure a certain paragraph, we can do so by pressing these ones over here. Let's say we need to create dot points or numberize them. We can also create them bold if needed to. But basically, if you do need to also change the header styles, we can by choosing the header styles from here. And if you wish to add an image, press on the add media. And you can just select one of the images wants to be added on. So let's just say this, insert to page. So just give that for a few seconds to load. And once loaded, it gives you the option as well to scale it to the certain size you want to. And change its directions, its alignment as well. One point is if you want to add a link to a PDF or such as well, or create as a hyperlink to a different page or different pages, just type the name of it as a link here, highlight the such, and there is this thing called insert or edit link, and just place the URL here and press apply. Once applied, that will become blue, such as like this, and whoever clicks on that can be redirected to that page. But yeah, when changes are made, all you have to do now is just press save. Once save, it's been changed. Basically, if there are some elements you want to add on to empty columns, you can do so by pressing on the element, add element. So choose the elements you just want to add it on. Let's just say we want to add another title. Here comes another text box, edit such, and press save. If you don't want that, just press close and select again if you want to add either an image. One important bit as well is how to edit existing containers. So these ones are important again. So just press on the container settings. So this will change the different structure. At this stage, you don't need to change anything because they're all done by the settings by default. But the main thing you may need to change if you want to is the background or the design. Basically, background is an important bit of either selecting the color of that container or adding an image container, image of background for that. I would recommend using the background position as center, so it's center as that next to it, and make sure it's not repeated. So making sure that thing isn't repeated all the way through the bottom if it's an image. But once that is changed, press save. Let's say if you do wish to create more columns or create your own container, you can press one of these. Let's create another container. It'll give you options to select. At this stage, you'll select this. It really depends on how you want to structure it. If you want one side to be bigger while the other side is smaller, basically, or if you want to create spaces in between it's important to select, say, this one here. So this gives you the option to put all the main content in one middle, while this two will just be a spacer. But yeah, if you don't need any of these, just press these, or just press that to close that. Important bit as well of this is you can also drag and drop certain elements to different columns. So that's, yeah. So let's say if you want to add this gallery over here, you can drag so, and then you can also bring it back by doing that. But yeah, once that's all this editing is done, or you think that's all you have to do, so you press this update, or if you scroll down, update here. Once updated, it will then reload the page, and you just have to press preview to see the changes it was going through. But that's pretty much it for this video. I'll show you later on for different stuff as well.